Hello and welcome to our 2K Sports PGA Tour action. Today's coverage of the TGC Championship is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey, proud to be alongside 2002 PGA winner Rich Beem. What's this opening hole like?
Opening hole here at Vaquero Valley Golf Course is a par 5 for the members. Par 4 though this week, measuring at its tip 531 yards. Bunkers need to be avoided both right and left. Should you find the bunkers, you more than likely lay up to the right here. If you find the fairway, you have a very difficult shot to a well-guarded, well-bunkered green. All in all, if you make 4 here, you're going to happily skip to the next tee box.
What's going on, legends? I thought I'd do a championship round. It's been a while. Let's see if the sun has healed itself.
Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. Taking aim from about 170 yards. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first.
Absolutely. In there close. Good look at birdie coming up.
Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Starting the round at even par. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Not bad, not bad.
Second shot on the second. Oh, that's a great shot. It sets up a wonderful birdie look here at the second.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Currently 1 under for the round.
Hope you guys can hear me.
Let's see what happens here at the third hole. Going with the 8-iron here.
Very good.
Oh, terrific approach and a chance for birdie here at the third. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. It's time to begin this par 4 hole.
Good birdie on the last. What's in store now?
That's tidy. Playing from around 110 yards out.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Oh!
A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the 4th. It certainly makes putting easier, doesn't it? And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Coming off a hat-trick of birdies. That's great momentum. Well, this is bold. Their eyes are opening up. Headed for the green. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulations, spot on all day. Awesome.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Oh, great swing there.
Too far, stop. Oh.
Well, this is not a good outcome. Buried in the deep stuff. Handy effort, that one. Putting for birdie. This one's on line.
Not even close.
Long on that one. Well hold. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. And we've arrived at a par 3. Going with the 5-wood. Oh, well played. Well, this would be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2.
Oh!
Ooh, right by the hole.
We are pushed
You'll take the tap in for par any day. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Wow, that was just striped.
Bounce, bounce, bounce.
They're in the hands of the tree gods now.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
3 feet to go here to the hole. It's got a chance. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9.
Fuck, I'm not lying. I'm going for it. I need that eagle. 3 would be too much.
Opting for the 5-wood.
Nicely done.
Ooh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle.
Bang!
Well, and with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. I'm pretty sure this player will be full of confidence now after that eagle back at the last hole.
That is right down the sprinkler line.
Oh no. Come on, bounce right, bounce right.
Second shot here on the 10th hole.
Should have put spin on it.
John, have you got a read on this one?
Looks like he's about 23 feet out.
Oh.
Just didn't drop. It's just about 3 feet away. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Well, that'll set up a birdie bid, Rich.
Good shot in there. I like their chances for making birdie.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will take him to 8 under. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Well, this should find the short grass. Second shot here on the 12th. He may be thinking about going for the green here. Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Get in.
A bit harder.
I just forgot to hit it, Rich.
It defies gravity, that one. That should have chased out more, but it didn't.
Now 7 shots.
A little bit harder. That would have had a chance.
Let's see what happens here at the 13th. That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there.
How's that bend on the end of that fucking swing plane?
From around 170 yards here. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, that's a great shot. And sets up a birdie look here at the 13th. And that's 8 birdies today. finds himself in a share of 13th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
That's really not what they were looking for.
John, you're down there. How's this ball lying?
Well, they ended up in the deep stuff, but the lie could have been a lot worse.
Well, you're a ball striker. There's no doubt about that.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
He's currently tied for 5th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Shit.
Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Got all of that one, using all the power to try and take it deep under par.
Just a missile of a tee shot right onto the green.
Didn't quite hit it, did you? Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And down she goes. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that.
Good save.
We have a par 4 on this one. But there's no doubt they'd have some positive vibes coming off that birdie. Let's see if they can keep it rolling. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Coming off a string of 5 birdies. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. 15 feet to the cup.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Ouch, that hurts. And down it goes. Let's head to the next.
I don't think we're going to win the first round.
Position. Let's see what happens here at the 17th. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Well, that's a handy shot. Lining up the birdie putt here. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. We'll hold. Now 4 back after that hole. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Seems like they've got an abundance of swing thoughts going on there. Perhaps paralysis by analysis.
What?
Second shot here at the 18th. Going with a 3-wood here. Good shot there. Second spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it, if you can hold this.
Looking great now.
Oh, should have left it where it was.
Ooh, you like me and thought that had a chance. Nice round, well played. And as this round comes to a close, he finds himself in 3rd place.
You bet, Luke. 1 round down, 3 to go. Let's see how this thing progresses.
3rd place is not bad for the start.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
For anyone wanting to know, these CPUs are on max settings pretty much. Look, maxed out. Oh, except for that. Because that's when that's full. That's just ridiculous. We would never have a chance if you bet every hole, we would still lose. I think this is fair. Fuck, I love that outfit. I own that in real life as well. I play a lot of golf in real life. And tattoo golf. That's a good brand.
So proudly presents this PGA Tour event. We're at the Golf Club Championship. Today's coverage is about to kick off. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. G'day everyone, Luke Elvey here with Rich Beam. And Rich, this next golfer, as they begin their round, what do you think of their chances?
We're only back by a couple, Luke, and so they really have a great opportunity to go out and chase down the leaders by day's end. It's a good opportunity, good scoring conditions today. I'm looking forward to the action.
Well, I'm looking forward to today, that's for sure. It's tracking. They've made it. Off to a great start today.
Great start.
Absolutely love to see those going in early. Sets the tone for the rest of the day.
Gee, Rich, that's a positive start, isn't it?
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole. Well, let's see if they can roll off that birdie at the last. Lovely momentum here. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff.
What was that?
That was wonderfully done. Oh, a 9-foot chance here. A wonderful putt.
Good save. That was a disgusting pitch shot.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
He finds himself in a share of 11th.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Sometimes.
We have a par 3 on this one. That's a pretty handy shot. Oh, that's a lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the third.
Almost a gimme
wow.
birdie there, Luke. Fantastic.
And well holed. Let's move on. He's currently tied for 11th. Let's see what happens here on the fourth. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
They had a good result yesterday. Can't see why they wouldn't have another good one today.
Great looking shot this. Well, that's well played and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the fourth. And that puddle drop. Well done. He's currently in 11th position. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Look at that.
Not a bad line, this one. Second shot here on the fifth. Ooh, staying aggressive. Going for the green. This is beautiful to watch.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in two.
A spot in the top 10 on the line here if they can
hold
it. So close to the eagle. And with that,
should have held that.
That's their fourth birdie. That's a good way to move into the top 10. Trailing by 4 strokes. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, I'm going with the 5-wood this time.
That's an awful error. He's in the bunker. Not sure how this one's lying. John?
Well, they're in deep here, guys. Really nestled into this sand trap. Let's see what happens.
This putt is of 9 feet. Oh, that's a great save. What an effort.
Great save.
That a way to grind it out. In the bunker, but up and down for the birdie. Nicely done.
Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Wow, that almost went in the hole.
Jane Rimmer.
And they'll walk away with a par on this one. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Welcome to this hole.
So Jane Rimmer's when he does that, when he fucking goes straight towards the hole and rolls around the hole and misses, and the Jane Spinner is when I hit it past the hole and it spins straight back into the hole. That's my slang. Stop.
Come on, you're better than that. Just off the fairway in the first cut.
Well, Luke, they birdied the hole yesterday. Good luck today on repeating that birdie.
This one might need to get down a little. Spot the top 5 on the line here. And that will give them birdie number 6.
Thought I was going to miss.
To the top 5 he goes. Just 2 shots back after that hole. This hole is a par 5. Time to take their approach shot into the 9th. It might be an ambitious play, but I like it. Looks like they're going for the green here. Well, that's big boy golf right there.
Using the big boy muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Make this putt, and you'll move into 2nd on the leaderboard.
Oh, should have left it.
Good look at a birdie here. Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Oh, that was pure. This is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
No, that's a punish. Nothing worse than putting it off for green. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Only 2 shots off the pace. Whew. Oh, how good was that? And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Yeah, that was alright. That putt was terrible, but I had no chance.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. We have a par 3 on this one. Chosen the pitching wedge here. We need this one to bounce right. Oh, this is a long way from downtown, but you're closer. John, what's he got in front of him?
Well, guys, this looks like it's about 21 feet.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. He's currently tied for 3rd. This is one of those long par 5s. Good luck. Beautiful swing there.
Stop.
Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be.
It's going to be challenging to replicate the birdie from yesterday.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 2 strokes off the lead. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. It's a poor execution. This one's slicing and slicing hard.
Wow.
Well, let's see how this shot goes from the fairway bunker.
Birdie on this hole yesterday, but highly doubtful from the lie they have today.
Well, you can hand that sandwich back to the caddy and reach for the putter.
Jane Rimmer.
You'll get a share of 2nd if you can make this putt. Easy par, that. Just 1 off the lead after that hole. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. 2nd shot here on the 14th hole. Going with the pitching wedge here. There's this one to kick right. A wonderful shot into 14. It sets up another look at birdie. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Shit.
Time for the second shot at the 15th. This putt about 11 feet in distance.
Oh, good save.
Good birdie.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
Second place.
We've
We'll
arrived at a par 4 hole. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff.
Stop. Oh.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Yeah, that one's looking good. Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
No.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Good putt, that. Now 4 back after that hole.
4 back? Wow. Who the fuck's this guy?
Just a couple to go. Let's see how you handle the penultimate hole. Going with the hybrid.
Oh.
This one looks like it's going left. This would be a great up and down. Go ahead and make it. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. This one started out on a good line. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage.
Where the fuck did he come from?
Let's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Oh,
well,
shot.
That's beautifully judged. And this putt to move into second place.
Eagle, baby.
And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played. So 2 rounds in the book, some quality golf, but some room left to improve.
Always room to improve. Still hanging around in the top 10, but hasn't quite made that push through the field yet to challenge for the lead. I'll be interested to see how they play the next couple of days.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard work...
Shut up. Might do another swing cow soon. Alright, no wind.
Hello and welcome to our PGA Tour coverage here on 2K Sports. Today's coverage of the Golf Club Championship is about to start. Delighted to have your company for this 3rd round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching the leaders.
Well, it's all promising to be a good day. Can't wait to see what happens. And let's see what he can do here today. Playing from around 150 yards here. choosing the 9-iron here. Just needs this one to kick right. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. Okay, steady now.
Off. It's like
just 3 feet to the cup. And down it goes. He finds himself currently tied for 5th. Time to tee off at the 2nd. Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? A wonderful shot, a chance for birdie here at the 2nd.
Absolutely, in there close. Good look at birdie coming up.
He's currently tied for 5th. Teeing off here at the 3rd hole. Going with the 7. That's just inside the range.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies.
Like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
This hole here is a par 4. Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. Time for the 2nd shot here at the 4. Well, this one's right at the pin. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
He's already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
He finds himself currently.
Come on, we got this. We got this. Come on.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5. It looked like it came out of a cannon. Standing up over this one after a bunch of birdies.
Always a good way to start. Let's see where they go from here.
The hybrid is going to go too far.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
Oh.
Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Go on, get in the hole.
Good adjust.
Birdie with big wings. Great putt.
I needed that eagle.
Putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Well, there's some
Who's
real
this
momentum
guy
with
coming
this player
first?
coming off an eagle at the last. Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. Second shot here on the 6th.
This one is chewing fiber.
A wonderful shot, well played, a chance for birdie here at the 6th. This is a good chance. You can mark it down, that's birdie number 4 today. Trailing by 4 strokes. Teeing off here at the 7th. Going with the 5-wood. Well struck. He hasn't managed to birdie this hole, this tournament. He was on a good line.
What is that swing playing?
And this one is for his par.
What is that fucking little notch at the end?
In she goes. Let's head to the next.
I think his
current
controls
leader
fucked
enjoys a
out.
5-shot advantage. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Time for the second shot at the 8th.
Shit.
Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. get excited. This could go in. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
Smash it for the
Now
break.
4 back after that hole. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
Pretty good shot there.
Playing from around 240 yards. 4 shots behind our leader. Opting for the 5-wood. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green ball.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots. You've arrived at a par 4. Wonderfully played. Oh, you set yourself up with an eagle opportunity.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've kept this player inside the top 10 all day long because of it.
No.
Ooh.
Good putt. Fucking close.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today.
Good effort, good
no
effort.
Movement on the leaderboard after that hole. We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
Oh, be the number.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking
be
shot
the number.
that is, Rich.
Boom!
Yahtzee. Hole in 1. Mark it down on the card, baby.
Sorry, headphone users.
What a shot. Let's go ahead and put the old stink eye on another one.
Keep your stink eye to yourself.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
Luke, coming off that ace, this player is just absolutely on top of the world right now, and they have really got to focus in and settle their nerves before this next shot.
Interesting choice of the driver here.
Get down there, get down there, get down there. Turn, turn, turn.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
Turn, baby,
really
turn.
Good, this one.
Bang!
Well, that should limit the damage. Nicely
Sorry.
done. That shot's so good, we need to have another
Back to
look.
back eagles, baby.
He's currently in the 2nd position.
Still in 2nd after that. Who was this
It's
fucking
time to begin
random?
this par 4 hole.
Trying to calm himself down after that eagle's last. Nicely done.
Well played, mate. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Only 1 shot off the pace. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Oh, be the club.
Any bounce to the left here would be helpful. Wow, what a shot.
Putt is underway.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. Oh, how handy is that? Move him into top spot.
Yes, finally.
Now leading by 1 shot.
The lead continues to grow. This is simply
All right,
amazing.
First.
Second shot here on the 14th. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Shots.
Fairways and greens. Easy game, isn't it?
And I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The honour is yours. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
3 will get there.
Standing on this par 4 and leading. What's the strategy? What's going on through their mind? Attack it or lay back?
That one's heading down Broadway. 13 feet to the hole. It's on a great line.
Boom!
He just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole.
Eagle.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Oh, of course,
That's not
heavy.
the one he wanted. John's down on the course, and do you have a better look at this lie?
Well, guys, the lie is, you know, considering the situation, is pretty good. Hopefully they can get a hold of this one.
Oh.
Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Really? I got a hole in one and a few holes back.
Leading by 3 strokes now. Teeing off here on the 17th hole. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. Yeah, nicely played.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Oh.
See, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, not much to sweat there. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday. Will they have the same results today?
Opting for the 3-wood. Well, that's big boy golf right there.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Oh.
Right by the hole. Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Yeah, that's a lovely way to end a round. A birdie to tap in. And as the 3rd round comes to a close, they're in that enviable position of top spot, Rich.
First place, baby.
Always good to be out in first place.
Took us 3 rounds.
Means you can afford to make a mistake tomorrow, but you don't want to make too many of it with the chasing
All right,
back.
one more round, guys. We got this. Come on.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. It's a pleasure to bring you our PGA Tour action live on 2K Sports. Today's coverage of the TGC Championship is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Luke Elvey here with Rich Beam in the booth. And Rich, it's the final round in this one. What's our next player dealing with as they start their round?
Well, they start off with a very small lead, and so they're going to be cognizant of that. There's not a lot of room for error, but in saying that, they do have the lead, so they can't afford to make a mistake somewhere along the line.
What is that?
If it should happen to come up. But in saying that, they just don't want to make any mistakes. It's going to be a difficult day all around.
Can't wait to see what unfolds. Currently in first position, we have a par 4 on this one. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Time for the second shot here on the second hole.
Sit.
Might need to sit. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. This putt coming up is for birdie.
Oh,
and
good
there
putt.
It is. And that makes him tied for first.
See it? He's trying to come get me.
I'm not sure that's what they had in their mind.
Nope.
That's further right than they wanted. Setting up in the bunker here.
Well, Luke, they birdied the hole yesterday. Good luck today on repeating that birdie.
That takes great skill. Lovely shot out of the sand. And tapping it in for par. He's currently just in second place.
Oh no, we're going down.
The tee is yours. Here we are at the fourth hole. It's heading to the rough for mine.
Shit.
Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here.
It's going to be challenging to replicate the birdie from yesterday.
Well, this should be unpredictable.
Fuck.
Clever play that. Just get it back into the fairway. Getting ready to play their third. One stroke off the lead.
Oh.
That's a good-looking shot there. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. Here we have a par 5. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Second shot here on the 5th. Opting for the 6 iron.
Look at that swing plane. Oh.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Oh, super putt that. What an eagle. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
Not really what they were hoping for there.
And John, what's this one looking like?
Well, they lucked out here. I mean, they did get into some deep rough, but the lie ended up being not too bad.
Shots.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. A good stroke. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 7th.
Very good. Left. Oh.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. 12 feet to the cup coming up. And
oh.
That part hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
Thought it was going to be a chain rimmer.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. You've arrived at a par 4. Step up to the tee and own it. Well, this could alter the line of the shot.
Shit.
Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be.
Yes, this is like a big bowl of spinach salad. It's just gnarly in there.
That's heading into the rough, I think. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just a couple back from our leader. Ooh.
Beautiful chippy.
Wow.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
And let's have one more look at that shot. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Not bad. Coming off a string of 3 birdies.
4 right.
Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home and 2.
Turn, baby,
Well,
turn.
look at this.
Oh! Boom!
Nice putt to make that one. Give yourselves a pat on the back. And let's have another look at that one. Time now to make the turn for home, Rich, and this is an exciting part of the championship. What are your thoughts on this performance?
Just one back right now, Luke, with 9 to go. I gotta say, can they overtake the leader? Let's find out. Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Stop, stop!
I just love the aggressive play there, Rich.
I love the aggressive play, especially with being 1 shot back. This sets up an eagle opportunity.
Yeah, no way.
Steady on. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole.
Grossi, what the fuck
And
did
coming on
he
for
albatross that or
birdie,
eagle
allow
that?
themselves a chance to keep it rolling. Going with the pitching wedge here. This one's going right at the pin here. Putting for birdie.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Oh.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's see what happens here at the 12th. That should find the fairway. Well, this is a good risk-reward hole. Looks like they're taking plenty of risk here, going for the green.
Stop! Stop, thank
You
you.
like that, didn't you? Well, this is one of those lengthy putts. John, how do you see it?
It's looking like about 23 feet to the
Not
cup.
too much, way too much.
Bit too heavy-handed there. And that will drop in for birdie. He's currently sitting in second. And after a birdie at the last, he'll take the honour on the hole. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Coming off a hat-trick of birdies. That's great momentum. And choosing the 8-iron here. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. High pressure moment here. This for a share of the lead.
Boom!
And that's 8 birdies today.
Sorry.
He's currently tied for first. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. That's heading for the fairway. Well, this player's certainly finding this spot a couple of times this week.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Not a bad line, this. And that's for birdie. Well holed. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader.
Oh, and they
happened to
increase
him?
their lead. This is impressive, Luke, but can they hold up this play?
Oh.
Good looking shot, this. love seeing stuff like that.
Absolutely sets himself up for an eagle on this hole.
Turn, baby, turn.
Great start.
Oh!
Nice birdie, well played.
With just a small sliver of a lead, this could go any different direction down the stretch.
Leading by a couple after that hole.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Well, this should find the short grass. Lining up here after a bunch of birdies, Rich.
Yes, the only thing that could ruin it now is a triple bogey.
Oh, fuck up, will ya?
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Just a 4-footer remaining. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. This one has eyes.
Boom!
Fair effort, that. Good birdie. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Much better today, whereas yesterday they needed some golf ball sniffing dogs to find that tee shot.
Going with the hybrid.
Get up there, get up there.
Oh! This player's dialed in. What a shot. Lining up here for a chance to win the tournament. What a putt to make. That was a gallant attempt.
Oh!
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Yes.
A moment like that, Rich, just fills you with joy. What a performance.
Having to build another
Jane
basement,
Rimmer right at the end.
He's racking up the hardware.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
No. What a comeback. What a fucking comeback.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
It's another win in the bag. Alright guys, fresh round, let's go, let's get it.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Trinity Invitational. Today's coverage is about to start. Delighted you're able to join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside PGA champion Rich Beem. We're in the booth, and down on the course is John McCarthy.
Thanks, Luke. Happy to be with you. Pleased to be here at Timber Knoll Golf Club here in North Carolina. This is a fantastic swath of land they've built this course on, and I think it's going to be a day of fun. Let's do this.
Great looking shot, this. Well, that's a lovely approach and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the first. That's pretty fancy. Nice start.
And always a good feeling to have early in the round.
Currently 1 under for the event.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Oh.
Oh, almost went in. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
That one was fired out of a cannon.
Time for the second shot into the third.
Oh, well, I don't think they'll get up there.
Going with the 5-wood.
Shit.
This one should find the rough. Getting ready to play their third.
Shot!
Nice.
What a shot.
Shot. Wonderful touch. Gets it
Sorry.
to go. Mark me down for a 3. Thank you. Luke, love it. Let's take another look.
Currently 4 under for the event. Well, that's huge momentum they're bringing to this hole. Coming off the eagle. Time to hit another good drive. Not a bad line, this one. Second shot here on the 4th. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Quality shot, that one. He's had a tough time of it on the greens here today. Hopefully all that'll change right here. Get in the hole.
Bang.
That'll help your scorecard. Well holed. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. This hole is a long par 4. Nicely done. This one from about 160 yards out. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Going with the 8-iron here. Outstanding approach shot.
And this one for back-to-back birdies.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will move him to 6 under par. He finds himself tied for 6th. Here we are at the 6th hole.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Wow, what a shot. This one's for birdie. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 7 under. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Aggressive play here, going with driver off the tee.
Nice birdie back there. On to the next.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me.
Oh, that's good.
Second shot here on the 7th. It's a brave one. Driver off the deck.
pitchy.
And here we are with the third shot. Only 2 shots off the pace.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. He's in a share of 3rd place.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
You've arrived at a par 4. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. 4 in a row. You're on some sort of a roll. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. And this putt for a share of the lead. Oh, just missed. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Job done.
First par of the day.
Currently 8 under overall. Teeing off here at the 9th hole.
Red
this
slow,
one might just sneak off the fairway. Well, a man on the ground, John McCarthy, would have a better look at this. How's it lying?
Ball really burrowed into this bunker. They're going to need to be quite careful as they exit this beach, guys.
Looks good off the blade. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. Currently 9 under for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
We've reached the beginning of the back 9. The tee is yours at the 10th. Opting for the 5-wood.
Shit.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
And he needs this to save par.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Currently 9 under for the round. This hole here is a par 4. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Playing this shot from around 120 yards. Just a stroke behind the leader. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. That's incredible. They've gone and hold another one.
Gotta love this. This player is in fuego.
In fuego.
And it's time to recap that play. Sitting at minus 11 for the day.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
This hole's a tough 2-shotter. A long par 4. That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. Second shot here on the 12th. Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
Oh, be good.
Oh, just missed the hole. A wonderful shot and a birdie opportunity coming up at the 12th. And this putt to move into a share of first. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. Sitting at 12 under par for the event. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Now this one looks to be heading down the runway.
Luke, unfortunately, that got a horrible kick. Ended up in the rough.
Opting for the 9-iron.
That dog will hunt.
14 feet to the cup. Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Kind of like it. 2 in a row.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
The lead is getting bigger and bigger.
It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole. Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Leading by a shot after that hole. That one's heading down Broadway. Oh, I love that aggressive play.
Oh, how about that shot? Taking out the big stick and going ahead and knocking her on.
Eagle, baby.
He's made it for eagle. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Well, they should be high on confidence stepping onto the tee now after that eagle at the last.
Fucking red
Not
slow.
sure if this one will stay on the short grass.
Oh, good bounce, good bounce.
Taking aim from around 190 yards here. Oh, this is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation, it's a thing of beauty.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Oh, that's beautifully judged.
This one here, this is for back-to-back birdies, moving him in the right direction.
Oh, hold
Always
on.
nice to hold those for a birdie.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
He sits in first position. All right, one more hole to go. Let's see how you handle the 18th. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Going with the 5-wood.
Stop. Beautiful.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. This one's looking good.
Eagle finish.
And with that putt, concludes this players' round.
What a round of golf that was.
And that'll do it. Lovely start to the opening round. In top spot, but there's a whole bunch of people right over their shoulder.
They are. They're in a great spot. They can't quite get too relaxed as of yet, as there's a lot of golf yet to play, so they really need to focus in going into that next round.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working...
Shut up. 50 under. 50 round. Nice.
K Sports, delighted to bring you all the action here from the PGA Tour. Today's coverage of the Trinity Invitational is about to begin. Delighted to have your company for this second round action. Luke Hilby alongside Rich Beem, and Rich, this player's been playing some impressive golf. They've got the lead, they're where they want to be, but what should be their mindset going into this round?
Well, hopefully it's not on the chasing pack, because the chasing pack is filled with some
birdie on the first
names. So they're going to have to really bear down, focus on the task at hand. They've got to sit there and keep their emotions to themselves and not get wrapped up in everybody else around them.
It's all set up to be a beauty. Let's head out to the action.
Hybrid's going to be too much, I reckon.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Oh, that's a great shot. It sets up a wonderful birdie look here at the second.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
The play so far has been stellar, increasing the lead, Luke, but can they maintain it? Let's find out.
Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Well, Rich, this looks like a familiar spot for this player.
Not their favorite spot, no doubt. Terrible result yesterday. What's in store today?
What do you mean terrible? I'll hold out from here. Get up there.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. It's got a chance.
Bang!
What a start. This is impressive.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
And now that finds him in first place. And coming off the eagle, feeling quite proud of themselves. A big chance here at the next. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Isn't this where they hit from yesterday?
They had a good result yesterday. Can't see why they wouldn't have another good one today.
Going with the 6-iron here.
Jesus.
That one's headed right and staying right.
Getting ready to play their third. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday. Will they have the same results today?
That's well played. Pin high.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
Here we are in front of a par 3. Going with the 7.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
All right, John. How's this putt looking?
This looks like around 26 feet.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. And in it goes for the par. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. We have a par 5 here. Time to take advantage. Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. The interesting choice of the driver here. And here we are with the third shot. Lining up the birdie putt here. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. Now 7 strokes up after that hole. It's time to begin this par 4 hole. Oh, you couldn't paint a better picture. Gorgeous. Well, they're obviously playing to a game plan here, because I remember they were hit in from this similar spot yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Opting for the 6-iron. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th.
Absolutely. In there close. Good look at birdie coming up.
Big putt for par coming up. And well holed. Let's move on. Still in the lead now after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
Fuck.
Ah, that's not the shot he was hoping for. Now man on the ground, John McCarthy. What's this line look like, mate?
They're deep down in there, guys. I do not envy them, but looking forward to seeing how they get out.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Going with the hybrid.
Nothing good out on the right-hand side, Luke. This headed for trouble.
This would be a great up and down.
Oh.
That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Two great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4. Nicely done. From around 140 yards here. They're not a bad shot, that one. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. Leading by a whopping 7 shots after that one. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. From around 180 yards out. Going with the 5-iron here.
Nothing good out to the right. This is in trouble.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, well done. If he makes this, he'll save his par. That's well holed. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Teeing off here on the 13th hole.
8 days a week, that rhythm works.
The lies aren't too bad here in the first cut of rough.
Birdie on this hole yesterday, but highly doubtful from the lie they have today.
Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Ouch, that hurts. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. Currently in first position. This hole is a par 3. Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Oh, be good. Oh!
He's holed it.
Ace!
I gotta say, Luke, hole-in-ones are rare, but getting to watch one on TV, yes! Oh, hello. Worth another look, shall we?
Now 6 shots in front after that hole. Teeing off here at the 15th
What a shot.
What can you say about an ace, Luke? It doesn't get any better than that. This player, however, really needs to focus in and bear down because they are still on cloud 9 after making that one.
That's heading for the fairway. The power play, you gotta love it.
That's exactly what I've done. Nobody wants to see somebody laying up on a par 4 that's drivable. Pull out the big
be
stick.
good. Be good.
Oh,
Oh!
shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. 13 feet to the cup. Oh, that's frustrating. Well, what a shame. A 3-putt for par there.
Yeah, that was.
Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Lining up from around 160 yards. Yeah, a quality shot that. John, have you got a read on this one?
Well, guys, he's got about 21 feet to go here.
And that's all she wrote. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Just a couple to go. Let's see how you handle the penultimate hole. Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Just hammered that through the line. Oh, what a stroke.
Oh, good save, good save.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18.
Oh, that was pummeled into submission.
This shot here from about 240 yards. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
Shit.
Looks like this one's going to the beach. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Oh!
Amazing shot. Let's take another look at that one.
What a finish. What a fucking finish.
And through 36 holes, this player continues to shine out there in top spot.
Luke, big lead through the opening 36, but no time to get complacent. There's still a lot of golf to play, and they need to continue to make birdies in order to finish ahead.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Trinity Invitational. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this 3rd round action. I'm Luke Helvey, here alongside Rich Beem. And Rich, this next golfer starts their round. What do you think about their chances today?
Yeah, right now the game plan is working, but they still have to go out there and play off the front foot, play on offense, and not worry about who's chasing them.
Let's get down to the action. Good look at birdie here. And one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
He sits in 1st position.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So yes, birdie on the 1st, great job.
Opting for the 5-iron.
Fuck's sake.
That's a bad error to make there. That's headed right. This would be a great up and down from this spot. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Yep, well done. He's currently sitting in 1st place. Here we are at the 3rd. The tee is yours. That should find the cut stuff. Opting for the 5-wood.
Fuck.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Okay, phase one complete. You've got to make a good putt here. Tracking. I like that kind of fight. That shows resilience.
And that is a nice birdie from the bunker. Way to go.
And now that finds him in first place. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves. A chance to keep it rolling. That should find the fairway. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. And choosing the 8-iron here. That's going right. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Turn. Oh.
And that putt will drop. Well done. Leading by 5 shots after that.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming.
Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. Steps up to a punt of about 15 feet in distance.
Oh.
Okay, steady now. And down it goes. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Going with the 8-iron here. Well, this one's right at the pin.
Shot.
That's a golf shot.
Oh, you love to see those.
Hey,
shots land.
Keiko, what's going on?
A play.
You just missed out on some fucking amazing golf. Like, my last round was
this is
incredible.
play, still on
you can
top
check it out on
of the
YouTube when I
leaderboard.
upload it when I finish.
Welcome to this par 5 hole.
Yeah, I've been around. It's been working. How you been, bro?
Second shot here on the 7th.
Yeah, I know, right? At least it's Friday here, so ready for the weekend.
It's a brave one. Driver off the deck.
Get there, get there. Oh.
Setting up from the first cut here in the green.
Well, look, they birdied the hole yesterday. Good luck today on repeating that birdie.
That a boy. Good shot. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4.
Yum, Subway sounds good. You're on lunch now, wow.
In the right direction there, Luke.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
Yeah, I'm on for a while. I'm going to stream for a few more hours.
Lovely rhythm there, Rich. That's going to work every time. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
They had a good result yesterday. Can't see why they wouldn't have another good one today.
Must have chosen the 7-iron.
No worries, bro.
That's not what they were looking for.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
Boom!
Boy, Rich, that was a big-time save, that one.
That was spectacular, Luke. Great work. Great shot.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too, bro.
I'd like to have one more look at that shot. Leading by 6 strokes after that one.
Oh, and they increase their lead. This is impressive, Luke, but can they hold up this play?
It's heading to the rough for mine.
What? What are you talking about?
Second shot here on the 9th hole.
Oh, wow.
And here we are with the third shot. Wow.
Boom.
Oh, my God.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
And it's worth taking another look at that one. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Oh, be good. Be the number. Come on, get there.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
This one's dialed in. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that, quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
What's wrong with my rhythm?
Well, this is some sort of play. 5 birdies on the bounce. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich.
Oh! Oh!
Rich, how good is that? That's incredible.
Wow, what can you say? Holing it out from the fairway. Every player loves that feeling. What a shot indeed.
Now 8 shots in front. This hole is a long par 4. Well, Rich, I'm pretty sure this player will be beaming with pride after that eagle. Let's see if they can keep the momentum flowing. Handy effort, that one. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Going with the 5-iron here.
Oh.
As soon as that left the club, you knew it was going left. Getting ready to play their third. How close was that to going down? It's just about 3 feet away.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Nicely done.
Second shot here on the 13th hole. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This one needs to kick left. And this has been a hole he's unable to take advantage of so far for this event. And that's 8 birdies today. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Be good. Be the
this
number.
One is
Be
chewing
good.
Fiber.
Shots.
It's a wonderful shot here at the 14th. It sets up a chance for birdie. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Well, who doesn't love a short par 4? Is it time to be aggressive or lay back?
This hole is so important at this critical time.
Shit.
Go for it. Lay it back. How much do you trust your swing?
Second shot here on the 15th.
Oh.
Ooh, that almost went down. This putt coming up is for birdie. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Now 7 strokes up after that hole. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Coming off a string of 3 birdies. That was wonderfully done. And John, how long's this putt? It seems to be a fairway.
Well, looks like this one's about 21 feet to the hole.
Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Be good. Be good. Be good. Oh.
Oh my, right by the hole. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Yeah, we'll take that. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18th.
Luke, this player coming off a birdie on the last hole, getting some momentum going their direction.
Not a bad line, this one. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Yes, and let's hope it's not as similar results as yesterday.
Going with the 5-wood.
Be good. Be good. Come on, get in there. Go home. Ooh.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Yeah, that one will play. Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle. Ooh. And that'll be all she wrote. Let's head to
Good
the
round,
tables.
great round. Well done.
Through 54 holes, this wonderful golf continues. Our leader in the clubhouse.
Oh, it's been sparkling, hasn't it? It's been a pleasure to watch. It's got to be a little strange, though, having such a massive lead because there's only one way to go, and that's down. Let's see how they handle the pressure on the final round.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and
All right, guys, last round.
K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Trinity Invitational is about to begin. Delighted to have your company for this final round action. It's a pivotal day coming up for this player on the team. I'm Luke Elvey. Great to have Rich Beem alongside me. And Rich, what do you think of their chances?
Never easy going to bed with the lead, and they're out here today.
Shots.
It's probably weighing on them a little bit. I got to say, though, this player has been playing well. That's why they have the lead. So they have to be excited, and they have to like their chances going into this final round.
It's all set up to be a beauty. Let's see how it unfolds. He sits in first position.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
Oh, be good.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. This one's tracking. That's very impressive.
Oh, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
And
Great
staying
start.
right where they were in today's rankings after that.
The lead is getting bigger and bigger.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Well, this player's certainly finding this spot a couple of times this week.
Unfortunately, it is the same as yesterday. Hopefully, they've put the results yesterday away.
Shots.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Eagle.
Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Currently in first position. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
Haven't heard that
Teeing
in a while.
off here at the 4th. Wow, that was just striped. From around 180 yards out. Going with the 7. A sensational shot and a chance for a birdie here on the 4th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Well, that's an early statement right there.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Choosing the 9-iron here.
I'll be good.
This one's going right at the pin here.
Shot.
Ooh, almost went in. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, this would be handy if it could bounce right. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Well done. Take the birdie. He's currently sitting in first place. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Interesting choice of the driver here. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Putting for eagle here. Ooh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round.
I'm not greedy. I'll be happy with the birdie.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
Black fast. Oh.
That's a bit out of shape. This next shot coming up from the sand.
It's going to be challenging to replicate the birdie from yesterday.
Stop, stop, stop.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Oh, these are good for the momentum. These ones right on 8 feet. Oh, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. We've arrived at a par 4 hole. That one's heading down Broadway. Second shot here on the 9th. Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card.
What an epic front nine. Look at that.
Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
So impressive all week long. I got to say, this player is on top of the golfing world at the moment.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. And not a bad approach. Going to be putting. Well, this is one of those lengthy putts. John, how do you see it?
Well, from down here, it looks about 2
Boom.
feet to the hole.
Oh, what a lovely putt to make. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Playing this shot from 120 yards. Nice shot that. That should find the surface. Wow, what a shot.
Almost a gimme birdie there, Luke. Fantastic.
And that will drop in for birdie. And now that finds him in first place. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. This spot looks awfully familiar. Didn't they play here yesterday?
Not their favorite spot, no doubt. Terrible result yesterday. What's in store today?
Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
Sit.
Great looking shot this. That's a terrific shot and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the 12th.
This one's looking good.
A well holed, he'll take the birdie. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday. Will they have the same results today?
Sit.
Has got this thing dialed in here. Looking good.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Okay, let's head to the next. Still in the lead now after that hole. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Let's see what happens here at the 14th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Well, this one's right at the pin. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Got all of that one, using all the power to try and take it deep under par.
Gotta love it.
Taking out the big stick,
going ahead and walloping it right onto the green.
Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Well, I like the look of the line here. It should find the fairway.
Oh,
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Going with the 8-iron here. Lovely effort that. All right, John, how's this putt looking?
His putt's looking right around 28 feet, I'd say.
That
was a good run. That was a really good run. That's the first par.
He sits in first position.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Teeing off here on the 17th hole. Oh, great swing there. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. Fair effort that. Good birdie. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. And now this player tees off their final hole of the event with the lead. Well, this should find the short grass. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Opting for the 5-wood.
Just needs a little bit more of a kick to the right.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Too much, way too much.
This is always a good moment. A putt to win the tournament.
Boom!
In she goes.
What a win.
That's another victory. They're getting used to celebrating.
Win. Absolutely. What a performance all week long.
One par.
Tough. Loved watching that guy play.
That shot so good, we need to have another look. That was an outstanding start by this player, Rich, and they've gone on to victory. What a way to win.
Luke, it's always fun to see a player when they are in full flight as they were this week. It was a blast to watch. Unbelievable job all around.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beem, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios,
yeah, boy.
Good night for now.
Rocket Mortgage? Yes. Alright guys, last tournament. Let's go.
This PGA Tour event brought to you by 2K Sports. Today's coverage of the Rocket Mortgage Classic is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beem in the booth, and we've got John McCarthy down on the course.
Hello, Luke, and hello, Rich. Hi to the folks at home. Happy to be down on the course here at the Detroit Golf Club. It's a gorgeous property, and we're just about ready to set this in motion. Let's see what goes down here.
Birdie on the first.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll have another.
Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
That's heading for the fairway. Second shot on the second. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Well, that's beautifully judged.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
At -2, going along nicely today.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Good-looking shot, this. Second shot here on the third. Oh, my. Oh. This one's for birdie. So after that hole, this is the current standings on the course. Currently at -3 for the event. Ooh, bold play here. Going with the chief off the tee.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
Time for the second shot here at the fourth. It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. And here we are with the third shot. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. And that's their fourth birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Going with the 7.
Shit.
Well played, mate. John, have you got a read on this one?
Well, guys, this is looking like about
Oh, be good.
27 feet.
Just 3 feet to the cup. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Currently 4 under for the round.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Time to tee off at the 6th. That should find the cut stuff. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
This one is chewing fiber.
4 feet to the cup. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 5 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Playing this shot from about 230 yards out. Looks like they're going for the green. Good aggressive play here. Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will take him to 6 under. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Second shot here on the 8th. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Par 3s are always fun. See if he can knock it close. Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure. If it's up, it could be in.
No.
Ooh. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. You've arrived at a par 4. Step up to the tee and own it. Beautiful swing there. Second shot here at the 10th. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. Well, one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. Well, that's well played and sets up a good birdie look here at the 10th. And that's 8 birdies today. And that will take him to 8 under. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Going with the hybrid.
Get up there, get up there. Get in. Oh!
What a shot. You'll take that. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies. Oh, here he comes into the top 10 with a bolt. Time to make a move. The tee is yours here at the 12th hole. That should find the fairway. This shot is about 140 yards out. Just 3 back from the leader. Going with the pitching wedge here. Yeah, not a bad effort, that one. Up onto the green and a chance to hole your putt. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Well done. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. currently at 10 under par overall. Let's see what happens here at the 13th. That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. That's a good-looking shot there. Looking good. Well done. Take the birdie. Now at 11 under for the event. Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after it or play it safe? This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. That's great momentum. 4 birdies on the trot. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Oh, big wood, get up there. Ah, what a shot.
Approach shot. Oh, well hold for eagle.
Eagle, baby.
Sitting at -13 for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And we've arrived at a par 3. Opting for the 9-iron. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice. Putting for birdie. Hey, nice looking line.
No.
Can make this one. It's for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Just 2 shots back after that hole. You've arrived at a par 4. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Time for the second shot at the 16th. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This one's going right at the pin here. And this putt to move into a tie for second. And that will drop in for birdie. Sitting at -14 now for the round.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Second shot here on the 17th hole. He may be thinking about going for the green here. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
Oh, be good. Oh.
Oh, so close. And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Currently 15 under par for the event. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Oh, that was pure. From around 140 yards here. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Great looking shot this. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th and a chance for birdie at the last. The round now in the books. Good luck next time. And as this round winds down, he finishes in a tie for the lead.
My pleasure, my friend. Lots of memorable moments out there today. Hopefully tomorrow can produce much of the same.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elving. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
In first place. Not bad start. Not a bad start at all. Moderate greens, moderate bounce.
Hello and welcome to our 2K Sports PGA Tour action. Today's coverage of the Rocket Mortgage Classic is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elby with my mate Rich Beam in the booth. And Beamer, this player really hasn't been getting it going in this tournament, finds himself trailing the lead. What are your expectations of them today?
Well, certainly they're stuck in second gear out there, aren't they? They just make a birdie or two and then they give it back with a bogey. So they need to quit making mistakes. They need to go ahead and start putting this thing in third and fourth gear and start cruising down the highway a little bit quicker, because right now they're trailing. They can't afford to give any more back.
I know, I can't wait. Let's get back down to the coverage.
You haven't made any bogeys.
Well, Rich, that's got to feel good. Opening the first with an under par score.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So, yes, birdie on the first. Great job.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Going with the pitching wedge here.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Good look at a birdie here. And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Currently has a share of second place.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
That one's heading down Broadway. Time for the second shot into the third.
Oh.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Yeah, you'll take that. Good birdie. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Oh, that is crushed. Second shot here on the fourth. The interesting choice of the driver here. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big boy muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Yeah, that was slightly misjudged.
Downhill putt, and sometimes you think it's going to run out more than it does. Just couldn't quite figure it out this time.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Teeing off here at the 5th. Well, this one's right at the pin.
Very good. Oh.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Really know how to golf your ball. Serious momentum of 5 straight birdies. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. Just one off the lead after that hole. Teeing off here at the 7th. This player's got some lovely momentum coming off a birdie at the last. Not a bad line, this one. Playing from around 210 yards here. Only one shot off the pace. Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
What was that?
Getting ready to play their third. One stroke off the lead. Oh, that one just missed the hole. Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And stepping up the standings after that effort. It's time to begin this par 4 hole. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Time for the second shot at the 8th.
This one is chewing fiber.
A great shot here at the 8th, and a chance for birdie. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. He's currently in a share of top spot. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance? Well, Luke, you're right. He did find grass, but it's not the closely mown grass.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. And down she goes. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back nine, what are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, good spot, isn't it? I got to say, I'd rather be in the lead or tied for the lead than in the chasing pack. Gives you just a little margin of error should you have one, but I got to say, this player is awfully solid.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Chosen the pitching wedge here. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes. Going with the 5-wood.
Shot.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
Made birdie on the line. Looking for a second in a row here.
Job done. Let's head to the next. And that makes him tied for first. Teeing off here on the 12th hole. Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. And they're playing from about 140 yards out. Going with the pitching wedge here. This one could take a little bounce to the left. 16 feet to the cup.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've kept this player inside the top 10 all day long because of it.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. This hole here is a par 4. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Second shot here on the 13th. Well, that's a handy shot. 3 feet to go here to the hole. And that's for birdie. Well holed. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Time for the second shot at the 14th. It might be ambitious to some, but they're going for the green.
Shot.
Some good iron players in my day, but you're right up there.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. A well holed. He'll take the birdie. Now leading by 1 shot. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Pretty good shot there.
From about 130 yards here. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole.
Oh,
beauty. An eagle.
got in the hole.
Check this out. Holding it out from the fairway. That away. Great shot.
Well, that's certainly worth another look.
It's definitely the socks.
And after that hole, You're currently leading JT by a couple of shots.
Oh,
the
no, not him.
lead continues to grow. This is simply amazing.
Here they are, full of confidence on the next tee, coming off the eagle. Second shot here on the 17th. Opting for the 5-wood.
Fuck's sake.
And here we are with the third shot. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And after that,
that's a great course, Chewbacca. I hope you enjoy that, bro.
3 strokes. All right, one more hole to go. Let's see how you handle the 18th. A thing of beauty. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Wonderful shot into the 18th and a chance for birdie. Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the day's work. And through 36 holes, this player continues to shine out there in top spot.
Yeah, slim margin right now. Lots of golf left to play. And you got to think that those players in the chasing pack, they're just licking their chops. They can't wait for the next few days. Let's see what happens.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Hello everyone, delighted to have your company here on 2K Sports for our PGA Tour action. Today's coverage of the Rocket Mortgage Classic is about to begin. Delighted to have your company for this third round action. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem, and Rich, as this player starts their round in the lead, what should be their focus for today?
Well, I think that the chances are pretty good. The good thing about having a small lead is you have an opportunity to make it a bigger lead. And you want to do that. You want to go ahead and start separating yourself from the rest of the field if you can.
Birdie on the first.
All one fell swoop. It's hole by hole.
Big day coming up. Can't wait to see how it unfolds, Rich. This should be an absolute beauty. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Wonderfully played. Time for the second shot here on the second hole.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Shot.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back
I like it.
birdies.
2 in a row. He's feeling it.
That's heading for the fairway. Second shot here on the third. Come on, get a good bounce to the left. 8 feet to the cup. Good looking putt. Fair effort that. Good birdie. Currently in first position. Oh, looking to make a statement here. Going with driver off the tee. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Time for the second shot here at the fourth. It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. And John, how long's this putt? It seems to be a fair way.
Go, go, go. Bang! What a fucking putt.
I'd say.
Why not take another look at that effort?
The old double breaker. So all he does is fist bump.
Now 2 shots up after that one.
The play so far has been stellar, increasing the lead, Luke, but can they maintain it? Let's find out.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Great looking shot, this. That's right out of the copybooks.
Exquisite.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie.
Got to say, putting this well from this distance is a huge confidence booster.
And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Well, this should find the short grass. And this shot from about 150 yards out. Choosing the 9-iron here. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich.
Oh.
Got to admire that talent. Just green after green in regulation.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Leading by a couple after that hole. Welcome to the tee at this par 5 hole. Go get after it. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Second shot here on the 7th. Going with the hybrid. Well, that's big boy golf right there.
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Was on a good line.
Couldn't fucking see the hole.
Coming up is for birdie. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. Leading by a shot after that hole. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Coming off a hat-trick of birdies. That's great momentum. Well, this one's right at the pin. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th.
Absolutely. In there close.
Oh.
Good look at birdie coming up.
Good putt, that. He's currently tied for first. We have a par 3 on this one. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. This is the transition point of the round, making the turn, heading for home. How do you rate this player's performance so far?
This is what you practice for, isn't it? You want to be near the lead, in the lead, tied for lead, whatever it is. This is why you put in the hours each and every day.
Isn't this where they hit from yesterday?
They had a good result yesterday. Can't see why they wouldn't have another good one today.
This putt is 16 feet to the hole.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke.
Bang.
Very impressive.
And that's 8 birdies today.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
We find ourselves on a par 3 here. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. That was a gallant attempt. And down it goes. And finds himself in a share of the lead. Let's see what happens here at the 12th. That should find the fairway. A wonderful shot and a birdie opportunity coming up at the 12th. Well done. Take the birdie. now leading by 1 shot. We have a par 4 on this one.
Schumacher's smashing through the golf.
That should find the cut stuff. Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Nicely done. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. Well, nicely done. Holds the putt for back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Good looking shot this. Well, Rich, this looks like a familiar spot for this player.
Same spot as yesterday. Will they have the same results today?
Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
Shit.
This one headed left and not coming back.
Getting ready to play their third. That's a high-quality recovery shot.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a
Good
putt
save.
Our current leader is up by 3 shots. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed.
It wasn't.
Well, it's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
Oh, I thought that one was going in.
So did I.
Just a simple tap in for par on this one. Now 2 shots up after that one. Just a few holes to play. Let's see how you handle the 16th hole. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
This one is chewing fiber.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. There's a good chance to maintain the momentum. That one's heading down Broadway. Time for the second shot at the 17th. Well, this is bold. Their eyes are opening up, headed for the green. Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. Now 4 shots up after that hole. Well, there's some real momentum with this player, coming off an eagle at the last. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. This shot from 120 yards. Oh, this one's right down the pipe.
Shots. Bang. Another round done. 1 more left. Let's go. Oh, wind's a bit stronger this time, guys.
Hello and welcome to our PGA Tour coverage here on 2K Sports. Today's coverage of the Rocket Mortgage Classic is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA winner Rich Beem. And Rich, do you fancy this player's chances?
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
Well, it's all promising to be a good day. Can't wait to see what happens. He's currently sitting in first place.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Left nothing in the tank on that one. That was pummeled. Second shot on the second. Chosen the pitching wedge here. That's tiny. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Turn, baby, turn.
Go in.
Bang.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Kind of like it. 2 in a row.
And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. That was absolutely murdered. Time for the second shot into the third. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. 11 feet left to the hole.
Turn, baby.
Ooh, right by the hole. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Golf is a game of confidence, and I like it. Taking the big dog off the tee.
Big dog, eh?
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Second shot here on the fourth. The interesting choice of the driver here.
Get up there. All right, stop.
Well, this person displays the power game in pure fashion there.
Using the big boy muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Come on, go home. Get in there. What a shot.
Now,
oh,
hurts.
Jane Rimmer.
That's the spirit. Well played. Just go ahead and tap this in for birdie. And after that hole, this is how the leaderboard looks. Still in the lead now after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 5th.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
Well, this is one of those lengthy putts. John, how do you see it?
Well, he's got about 22 feet to the cup from here.
Nicely holed, and for par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
Gotta sink some birdies and eagles.
We find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. That's a touch of the Freddie Couples rhythm right there. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Leading by a couple after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. This spot looks awfully familiar. Didn't they play here yesterday?
They had a good result yesterday. Can't see why they wouldn't have another good one today.
Get up there. Shot, go in. Oh!
This player's dialed in. What a shot. Gee, I wish I could play like this myself.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that,
the lead is getting bigger and bigger.
Well, that's huge momentum they're bringing to this hole. Coming off the eagle. Time to hit another good drive. Now, this one looks to be heading down the runway. Second shot here on the 8th. Oh, well played. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Our leader is up by 4 shots now. Here we are in front of a par 3. Opting for the 5-iron. Better be careful out there. It's danger. It's heading left, isn't it? This would be a great up and down. Go ahead and make it. Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Good save, good save.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Could be some trying times indeed. Tough holes lay ahead, but yes, you're in the position that you want to be, ahead of the pack.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Around 110 yards to go. Come on, sit.
Shot.
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. Leading by 4 strokes after that one. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Oh, what a shot.
Wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th. He hasn't managed to birdie this hole, this tournament.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
There's your birdie for you.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Time to make
We've
a
had
move.
the wind with
The tee is yours here at the 12th hole.
Wind in our face the whole fucking game, I swear.
Wow, that was just striped. Playing from around 150 yards here.
Wind back into their grill. They need to flight this one down.
Opting for the 9-iron. This one's going right at the pin here.
Shot.
Ooh, almost went in. Yeah, nice looking shot there.
Heck of a shot, setting up almost a guaranteed birdie.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Second shot here on the 13th hole.
Shit.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. Well done. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
What a gargantuan tee shot.
Well, they're obviously playing to a game plan here, because I remember they were hit in from this similar spot yesterday.
Yes, and let's hope it's not a similar result as yesterday.
Come on, wind, bounce.
They got a bit out of shape. This one shouldn't find the cut stuff. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Now 2 shots up after that one. Let's see what happens here on the 15th.
Fuck, they're coming.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. That might be 1 club too many.
No way.
7-footer right here.
That starts off on a good line.
A couple of birdies on the bounce as they make a move with just a few holes to play.
Yeah, we're just a slim lead coming down that stretch. Anything can happen.
And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves, a chance to keep it rolling. Well, this should find the short grass. Playing from around 160 yards.
pretty good wind back into the player's face.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. And he's safely on the green with that shot. Putting for birdie. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Let's see what happens here at the 17th. That's heading for the fairway. Going with the 5-wood.
Sit!
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? 7 feet to the cup.
Oh!
And that should secure the par. Well done. And after this hole, that's how it looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4. Playing this one about 130 yards out.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic.
Oh!
Great to watch.
And with that, this player will win the event.
Fuck yeah.
Tied for first, but after getting the countback victory, they'll take home the spoils.
Luke, the victories, winning never gets old.
What a
this
fucking
is getting
game.
out of hand, isn't it? Another
Those last
victory
holes
on the
fucking
season.
so hard.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
We got the win, guys. We got the fucking win. Alright, legends, thanks for watching. Take it easy, alright? What a fucking great rounds of golf. Take it easy.